Hey, this is Jordan, and today I'm going to talk about how it is to be gay in high school. So, me and being gay, I guess you could say, are complicated. During my whole entire middle school, I guess you could say, I was starting to realize that maybe I didn't like girls like all of my friends. I started to kind of like hang out with some guys more and started to like I guess at the time just think I was really good friends with them or just wanted to like hang out with them all the time. But looking back on it, it was definitely more. During seventh grade, I had this one friend who I hanged out with all the time. He'd come over for this. I'm not going to say his name, but let's just give him the name Carl for now. So Carl would come over almost every other week, or I'd go over to his house the weeks he didn't come over to mine. We would spend the night at each other's house, play Xbox all night, play zombies, all the stuff we kind of do in middle school. He was my best friend at the time. I'd always thought that, I just kind of wanted to be close to him, I guess you could say. But I started to, realize that maybe it was more than that. Maybe I liked him, and in the way you're not supposed to like guys. So I started to get kind of scared and kind of backed off from him a little bit and stopped hanging out with him as much. Because for the first time, I started to think maybe I wasn't like everybody else, and that was kind of scary. So during eighth grade, I kind of shut any of those tendencies out and just avoided it. Did not think I was gay. Would take gay tests and always pick the answers that I knew weren't right, but I knew would get me straight. So those kind of made me feel better. And I'm just telling you now, if you're taking a test to see if you're gay, you're 100% gay. Then high school came around. I still avoided it. I was not going to let anybody call me gay. I got super defensive about it. Anybody who called me gay, I'd immediately say, no, I like this girl or I like this person. And I'd make up these pretty much crushes I had on girls, even though in the end I knew none of them were real. I just couldn't admit it to myself. Junior year came around and I started to really consider the possibility that I was gay. And then during third quarter of my junior year, it started to kind of bring me down. I started failing my classes, had D's and F's and C's, and it just really wasn't looking good. My mom would talk to me every day after school, hey, what's wrong with your grades? And I just kind of go into the basement and just shut everybody out. Then during fourth quarter, I started to get better, feel better, started taking medication for depression, and I just started to really feel better and maybe come to terms with being gay. I started watching gay YouTubers or movies or seeing how pretty much the lifestyle was that, hey, people can have a life and it can still be good and fun even if you're gay. And this really just brought me up and me realize that nothing was wrong with me and that I could have this lifestyle if I wanted it. So it caught on to some of my friends at the time that I was gay. They started spraying it around, telling people that, hey, this kid follows gay YouTubers and Instagrammers and there might be something with him. So when I caught wind of this, I didn't really know what to do. It kind of started to make me nervous, and I started coming out to close friends and my sister. And they told me it was all okay, and they were all fine with it mostly, and it just made me feel really okay that I didn't care that people were spreading this around me at school. So then comes the last week of school, and I just tell everybody, I post on my Snapchat story, I'm hey, I'm gay. If you have something you want to say, just say it to me now, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of got good responses. Nobody really said anything. I didn't get messed around with. I told my family, and everybody in my family was pretty accepting about it. They all still told me how much they loved me and that nothing was going to change. And this just really boosted me up about being gay, and it made me finally admit that, hey, this is okay. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm still 100% with it during my senior year of high school. it's still difficult, you know. Still sometimes you look back and you think like, hey, is this okay, you know, because you still get made fun of every once in a while. I'm not gonna lie, the bullying never really stops, at least in high school. You're still gonna get like comments every once in a while, or friends, or I should say friends, teasing you about it. But sometimes you just have to realize that like, hey, what's their teasing doing? Like, it doesn't affect me, you know. I know who I am, and kind of gotta be confident in that. Uh, there are difficulties in high school coming with it. For sure, your love life very limited, at least where I live. Um, Nobody really else at my school is all that open about it. I think there's about like maybe 15 or 20 kids at my school that are openly gay. So it makes your love life very limited, especially if you want to date in high school. So you kind of feel bad. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the video. It'd be a big help if you'd like and subscribe, and I hope to see you later.